Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Full Out. Today we have Sher. She is a hilarious actress. I met her working on The Middle. She played Sue Heck on The Middle. She is so funny in that show. She's also so funny in real life, and she talks to us all about being a kid actor and how obsessive she was with it. So it is a really good episode, so please stick around and enjoy.
Now, introducing Full Out with Brittany Ross.
I don't know, but okay, so we have to hold these.
Yeah.
You can, I normally put it on this side so that I'm like, we're facing each other.
Oy.
You know how to do it.
I do, yes.
These are, if you need to adjust it or whatever, these ones are new, so not really.
This is a great setup. We're setting up my in the studio of my back house. Or like the back house of this house in Sherman Oaks, actually.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to set it up as like an actual studio, so we have an in-person place.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like obsessed now with every time I go to some place to record a podcast, I'm like, how much do I want to steal?
I know. Well, I feel like I really wanted mine to feel like me and not like every other, because there's a lot of comedy podcasts specifically, and they're very like, we're doing comedy in a comedy studio. Ha ha ha. I was like, it's like not really my vibe. No. And so we built a stage in the back because sometimes we do a backyard show here.
Oh, cool.
And we started doing it in the pandemic, and then people were like, we love it. Keep it going. And it's like you have to know somebody to come.
Yes.
And I weirdly love it because I can control every aspect of it. I like it more than like if producing my own show at a club.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd rather go be on somebody's show at a club, but then like I don't want to really produce my own show at a club. I have, but it's like, but when people come to the house, I'm like, this is me. This is my thing.
Are you part of any sort of like, I'm part of this really elaborate WhatsApp group. Like I shouldn't even be in it because I'm not like a proper stand-up. But I'm part of this stand-up group, and that's like the whole premise of the WhatsApp. It's like over 100 people.
Oh my gosh.
The rule technically was that like you just had to have like over 100,000 followers on Instagram or whatever, but they've like since
changed it.
Yeah. Because that's an insane standard to have. But it's like all just like sharing like show producing and like who not to go through, who to go through, what kind of deals are you getting at this club, like what kind of like to know if you're getting ripped off, like this person didn't pay me, like do you have another contact? And
that's like fun drama to keep up with, even if you're not doing it. It's fun to be like in the drama of that. Yeah. I'm not part of that. I feel like I'm not a great group texter. It overwhelms me. Any group thing I'm in. Do you like it?
I hate it, but it is useful. Sometimes I'll see like a snippet and I'll be like, oh, wait a second. Like, actually, this is useful information to me. I'm going to clock that. I'm going to like save that information.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah. I feel like I'm in one are you in one for your kids' school?
Yes.
Oh my God. Those ones overwhelm me so much. I'm just kind of like,
no, those I actually live for. I love those. I do. I love the class text.
Oh my God. I was in a second time mom's group because I thought I needed to like relearn how to be a mom, I guess, which let me tell you, you don't. You already got it down.
Are you sure? Because I do feel like I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like, I've forgotten everything.
You know how to take care of a baby. I think the hard part is taking care of the older kids. And nobody was talking about that. And I was like, I just need it. Because our kids, same as you. Yeah. My daughter was 4.5. And like everyone else in the group's kids were like 1 or 2, their older kid. And they're like, so what TV shows are we letting our kids watch? At one point I just like lost my mind and I was like, okay, I get it. Choices. But like, how am I supposed to like, and I was like, I need to get out of this group. But the group text was somebody titled it Monday Moms. And it just was like, I literally had like 500 texts from Monday Moms at all point in time.
How did you even get a part of it? Like, how did you meet those people?
Because I was in it the first time. I was in this woman's group, and she's like a child psychologist. And it was on Zoom, though, because it was during the pandemic.
Oh.
So I didn't have to, I would just learn a bunch of stuff.
And this is in person now?
And then it was in person
okay.
in Westwood.
Sorry, doggy.
I know. And everybody was pulling up and they're like, white Range Rovers. And I was like, I really look like I belong in this class. And I really feel like I do not belong in this class. This is what we would talk about. There's a Lego nanny. If you want your kids to play with Legos, you can get somebody to come to your house and just set up a bunch of Legos. I was like, I need to know what to do because my child is losing her mind that she has a new sibling. I don't need a Lego nanny. She's like literally turned into a different person. There was the amount of things that I was just like, oh, what's happening? Why am I here? But
that's insane. No. We're not looking for Lego
There's
nannies.
a milk whisperer if you get clogged ducts. That this one girl was like shooting across the room. My milk was just shooting. Tell him, right? Jen was shooting across the room. I'm like, my daughter is having a crisis.
Yeah.
I need help with that.
I don't know how your lactation was last time. I did not have problems with overproduction. Like, I don't know if I'm going to have problems with clogged ducts. I'm just like, anything squeeze out, get out. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, you never know. You might need this milk
whisperer,
a milk whisperer, a Lego. These are the things, if you want to come to LA, these are the things you can find. There's something for everything.
Yeah,
there's something for everything. Eden, you're 8 months pregnant?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
I'm almost 34 weeks, so they make you do math for pregnancy.
Yeah.
So I have 6 weeks to go.
Okay.
But I do think this baby is going to come on Christmas. I think
how do you
it's
feel
going to
about
come. My birthday is December 26th.
Oh,
So
whoa.
I have a weird birthday.
That's so funny.
I
My
know.
sister's birthday is also that day.
The 26th of December?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What's her experience with that day?
I think her family always goes somewhere for New Year's, and they always do like a big thing. So she's always on some like, well, she's my half sister, so I'm like her family. It sounds like you're like, what are you talking about? She's my half sister, and they always go somewhere amazing. So she's always like traveling somewhere. Cool.
Wow, that's really nice. That's really, really nice. Can I take off my shoes?
Yeah, please do it. I feel like this is in our house, like we always wear our shoes. We're not are you a no shoe house?
We're not a strict no shoe house, but we are like a take your shoes off. But I think because everyone just gets so dirty and I'm the one that has to clean the floors. And I'm like, take them off.
I don't know. Maybe because my husband's constantly vacuuming that I'm like, it's fine.
Not my problem.
It's okay. It's my husband's favorite pastime is to vacuum. I'm like, keep your shoes on. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, wait. So we met on The Middle.
Yes.
I mean, if you haven't seen Eden on The Middle, go watch Eden on The Middle. You're so funny on The Middle.
Thank you.
And you were really young when you started that show.
I was really young.
How old
but
were you?
not as young as I was when I started acting. I felt like an old lady when I started that show.
No.
I was 17.
Okay.
And I really do believe this in my heart of hearts. The reason that I got that role was because I was the only one who was legal 18.
Oh my gosh.
I'm positive.
Because you got yourself like legal 18 status as 17?
I graduated high school. I specifically graduated high school early.
So you could get that?
So I could get my legal 18, yeah. So I was already young for my grade. We just talked about birthdays. Like I was a December birthday, so like I was the youngest one. And I just graduated a little earlier. I graduated in like February instead of June because I did my last year independent study.
Yeah.
And I was the only person auditioning who wasn't an actual 12-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
And I
don't think that's the only reason you got that job because you're insanely talented and I can't imagine anyone else playing that part.
Thank you.
Really. It really feels like one of those parts where you're like, that couldn't have been anybody else.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's objectively false because it was someone else.
Wait, but then they recast it, though.
Then they recast, yes, that's
in the
true.
pilot, it was somebody else.
In the original pilot, it was completely someone else, and they wanted her, but she had aged out. She just looked too old. That was the only. They wanted her.
Who was
That's why
it?
I auditioned.
Is it somebody that is still working?
I don't know. I don't know her. I saw her. I was like, I didn't recognize her when I watched the original pilot. No shade to this girl. I'm sure she's a lovely, lovely girl, and maybe she's super talented. Maybe she did something else with her life. I don't know. But
I mean, she probably had to get a real job because she was an adult. She probably was like, I can't. I mean, I honestly was so much older than you when we did that show too, because I'm older than you. And
right.
So
That's right.
I was playing really young.
So you know that world also.
And it's so uncomfortable to play that young. The one thing I liked about the middle was I felt like it was the closest to my age that people were. Like everybody was playing younger.
Yes.
Whereas other shows I was doing, everybody was really that age.
Because so do you also have, because I had that experience too. I played, even though I've been acting since I was so young, I still played younger. And so even when I was like 16, I was with like 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
And so isn't that a weird experience?
Yeah, because I was also like 26 playing 14.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. With actual 14-year-olds?
Yeah. Like 14, 15-year-olds. I was also so alone. Yeah. I felt like bored and alone.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't like be friends with these people. And then I also felt like at that point, I was like, probably from when I got here, I think I was like 21 to like 27 is the gap where I was playing really young.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I had to like keep up this lie. Because it was working for me.
Yeah.
And I was getting a lot of jobs. And then I was like, this is so, like, I remember I always had to say, like, and I'm over 18 at all my auditions.
Yes. I'm legal 18, exactly.
And I'm like over 25 too, if you want me to do a beer commercial. I just was like, oh, I hate this.
I do have a memory of asking you how old you were and you being kind of cagey. And then me trying to be like, no, I'm also older and also like, I don't care and I'm not going to share your secret. And I think you eventually did. You eventually were like, I don't remember how, I think you were like, when you was in like in your mid-20s, right?
Yeah.
You were like, or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. And you were like, okay, shh. Like, we're not going to say anymore, though.
So funny because I think I was traumatized. I think I've talked about it on here because I almost got fired from a Disney show by Bella Thorne because she found out how old I was. And she kept asking me how old I was. And I heard she had been getting people fired. And I came honest. So I brought my mom to set with me to like make it look like I was younger. Because she was like, how old are you? And then she would just stare me up and down. So I probably was like, is Eden doing that to me? I probably was like, is Eda trying to Bella Thorne me out of the show? I'm like, I don't know. They cast me as this, okay?
That makes a lot of sense. Can I? Okay, I don't know if I should say that. I think it's fine. It's so old at this point. I got a role in a movie one time because of that. Because I'm pretty sure Bella Thorne tried to get someone fired.
Oh my God. It was probably my role.
I don't know, but then she got fired because I think.
Oh my gosh.
She wasn't, or what was the deal? It was something, Bella Thorne was supposed to be in this movie though. And then she wasn't. I think they were like, she's taking too many liberties. Like she was trying to get people fired and hired and whatever. Yeah. They were like, we're not even going to deal with this. And so then I came in and got
that is so funny. Oh my gosh. See, I'm not crazy. She was doing that. That's why I think when you asked me, I probably was so like guarded about it.
That makes sense. See, here's the thing. So this is what I wanted to talk about because I know the conceit of this podcast.
Yes.
And I know, and I was saying this to you off mic, and I know that like it's the main thing is like what did you do full out like before acting or before comedy? But being a child actor is the most full out thing I've ever done. Yeah. And I've like the most psychotic because it's a different, I really think of my career split up into two parts. It really is like kind of pre the middle and then post the middle. And the middle is this like weird transition period where I was a child, 17 as a child. Yeah. As a child. I don't care what anyone, I don't care what legal says. Like I was a child and I was a child until really, it stopped until like my mid-20s.
Yeah.
And I still kind of feel like a child.
Yeah.
But I really don't in the same way because like my career, I treated my career like I understood the world of like acting in a completely different way as an adult. But what I was thinking of Bella Thorne, I was thinking like, because she also was a child actor though.
Yeah.
Like I would never, ever, it would never cross my brain to try to get someone else fired because all that was on my mind was like, keep the job, keep your own job, keep your own job.
Don't get myself fired. Don't get myself fired.
Be nice to every person.
Yeah.
Don't take up as little space as possible and just try to like not let them see that you're bad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's all.
Oh my gosh. That's so sad though, because I feel like it's such a sad place to be in as a kid too, when you're also the middle was like that was your show, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're feeling that even there, that's
the years and years of like, I was thinking about it and I was like, God, this was my extracurricular activity. This was like what I did every day after school.
But you grew up here.
So I grew up in LA.
Yeah.
And I begged my mom. I begged her from like starting at age, I was super shy when I was a kid.
Okay.
When I was like a little kid, from like starting at age 4 to like 7, I was like painfully shy. Didn't want anyone to look at me, didn't want anyone to like speak to me, didn't want like hiding behind my mom, like don't. It was very outgoing like at home, but very much. And then it was like one performance, or it was my like second grade teacher, Mrs. Heiger. Shout out Miss Heiger. I don't know if you're still around, but
let's hope you are.
Let's hope you are, because you really did change my life.
Oh.
She forced me, because I think I was constantly humming. I'm like a have to be making noise all the time child. And I was very like precocious. Like one of those just annoying, like too smart.
This is exactly my daughter.
Really?
Yeah, 100 million %. Yeah. She's
probably gonna be a
always
performer.
singing or humming. Like she told me the other day, you know, you're not allowed to whistle at school because she's really good at whistling. She's 5. She's really good at whistling.
Oh, she's not allowed to see, she
And
needs
I
a
was like,
teacher who's going to let
why?
her do that.
Well, she's whistling in class. She's whistling when everyone else is talking. She's whistling.
So was
if
I.
she's not getting any attention, she just goes outside and goes like, ah. And then I'm like, what? And she's like, I found out the party's going to be outside tomorrow. Just like, so she's like, I'm just like listening to how it turned out for you. I'm like, okay.
I think she's going to be fine.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
She just needs a teacher who like gets her.
Okay.
Who's not, like my teacher didn't, she was the first teacher to not tell me to stop humming while taking a test. Like stop making noise. She didn't make me stop making noise. Ever. But she did force me to be in the class play. Okay. She was like, you do love singing and you're the only one who can like hold a note.
And you can really hum on tune.
You can really hum on tune. I've heard it. Yeah. And so she was like, you're going to play the cat in whatever. Okay. And I was like, no, I'm not. And then she was just like, but I also was such a people pleaser. I was such a like I can't. And she was like, you can do this. I think you want to do this. I think you'd like to do this.
That's amazing.
I know. And I really did. I think I needed someone to be like, oh, I can do this and it's okay. And then I was just like, there was no stopping.
Oh my gosh.
Then I was just a little ham. And so I told him I would watch these shows like Lizzie McGuire and be like, I can do that better. I can like no shade, no tea to Hillary Duff. I've met her. She's the greatest person in the whole world. But at 8 or whatever, I was just like, I can do this better than you. I know I can. So I was like, Mom, and I was so dumb smart. I was so like stupid. I was like, we live in Los Angeles. This is a golden opportunity. Like not everyone has this opportunity. So like I need
how
an
to
agent.
make it work.
I did. And she was like, no, you're 8. No, I'm a good mom. No, you can do theater. You could do theater after school. Like we're going to do theater after school. And I did that. And I've told this story before, but what happened was Jay Leno came to my school.
Oh my gosh. The thing that they say never happens to anybody happened to you.
It happened.
I feel like that's the thing about living in LA. You never know who's going to be in the class. My daughter has some like really people in her class where I'm like, how do I get in front of this person? I'm a little bit like, how did she end up in a class with this kid's dad? I'm
not going to say who, I don't want to out anyone. I see a person at drop off almost every morning who I'm like, now I avoid eye contact with because I'm like, I'm pretty sure this person has seen my tape.
Oh my gosh.
Like I have auditioned for their show.
That's so embarrassing.
So I'm just like, I'm not gonna, I can't,
You
there's
can't
no.
be like, hey,
Yeah.
you see my tape?
Yes.
Oh my God. I have one of probably one of the like top 5 stand-ups in the world is in my daughter's class. And he saw my son at an ice cream shop. We ran into him after, and he was talking to his own kids, and my son's 1, and he's like, I heard him go to his kids, that kid's funny. That kid's got personality. And
Really?
I just wanted to be like, but like, what about me?
I made him, you know.
I'm like, I'm his mom, and my son's gonna be like touring with this guy. But yeah, it's a weird town for that kind of stuff.
Weird town.
Okay, so Jay Leno comes to your school.
Yes. And there's like because one of the producers of one of the jaywalking segments was a mom at my school. And I just went to like public school in Sherman Oaks.
No, it doesn't matter where you go. There's people here everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Especially when you become a parent.
Yes. Like, because people got to send their kids to school.
Yeah, and some people want public, some people want private.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
So came to my school to do a segment, like sort of like Kids Say the Darndest Things type of thing. It was like a jaywalking type thing, but it was specifically with kids.
What is jaywalking? It was like on Jay Leno when...
Yeah, it was like he was like man on the street.
Okay,
like go on the street and like ask people questions type of thing. And so the producer of the segment wanted to do it with a bunch of kids.
Okay.
And it was about Halloween. They asked a bunch of questions about Halloween, and it was perfect timing because I had just like come out of my shell and been like, I'm very smart, you know.
I love that you took a stand as that you were smart. Not like I'm very talented. It's like I'm very smart.
Here's the thing. When you are that smart when you're little, everyone caught up to me, for the record. Everyone caught up to me.
Yeah,
I'm not like a super genius now.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
But my brain just developed faster than other kids. And so when you're that smart when you're little, everyone does seem like an idiot, kind of.
Yeah, you can work the system so well.
Yes, and I was like very good around adults because I just understood. I don't know. I saw something in the like. It was like I knew how to work. I knew how to work the system. I knew what people like
a little puppet master.
Yes, so dumb, but I really did. And so like I knew I was smart. I knew I could speak, and I knew people thought I was like funny because like I understood it pretty well. Yeah. And so. But everyone was like, they were like, to your teachers, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, just send your 2 most talkative kids. Like send your kids who will talk on camera. And of course I was sent, and then my little segment aired.
Okay.
And the segment was successful, and so they came back and did it for Christmas. And again, I was asked questions, and I said some dumb but like precocious shit. I don't know. And it aired, and then the producer reached out to my mom. There were like 20 kids.
Oh my gosh.
A segment whose like the answers got aired, but she singled me out and reached out to my mom and was like, is your daughter by chance an actor? Would she want to do her own segment on The Tonight Show?
Oh my gosh, Eden.
No. And then my mom was like, oh no.
Oh my gosh.
She was like, okay.
Yeah, because what can she say? Like, I feel like you really made it happen on your own.
I did. And
it wasn't like somebody asked you to do that first and she put you in it and like,
no.
Sorry, Trasky,
Hi, baby.
my dog. He just wants to be in the sun. I think Andy loves you.
No,
that is crazy.
That's the thing.
So you did.
So I did.
What was your segment?
It was with my brother. It was an advice column. It was like,
Oh my gosh.
if you got something that you'd like to know, just ask Eden and Cosmo.
Oh my gosh.
I need to
Did you
find
make
this.
that up?
No.
song?
There was there was money behind this. Someone like wrote this jingle. Like they
But
came
how
to our
did your
house,
brother get
filmed
into it?
He also was, I guess he was like also an actor, or he was
Okay.
like trying to be, he also was like a theater kid.
Okay.
And then we had a funny dynamic and they were like, oh, this is perfect. Let's do that.
Okay.
He was a little older. I was 8, he was 10, or maybe I was 9, he was 11 or something
So
like
then
that.
did you guys do that regularly?
Well, so we did it 2 or 3 times, I think.
Okay.
And then 9/11 happened.
Oh no.
And they just did a overhaul of like all, they were like, oh, we're stopping all segments like that, and then just never went back to it.
Whoa.
But it was the moment, since I like shout out to my mom, who I think was like handled everything perfectly and better than being a mom now. I don't know what I would like. She told me I wasn't going to be like, not to rush into anything professional at the right moment, but then didn't not support me when I was like, this is what I want to do. She was like, okay, then I guess this is what we're doing. Then I guess I will drive every fucking day from the Valley to 3rd and La Brea.
This is like giving me so much anxiety.
I don't know if I do it for my kids.
My daughter has been asked to be in a few things, and I've said no.
Really?
Because it's been asked to me to put her in it. And it's like it's like real people things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not like big parts, but it's like, will she do a line or two here? Will she do this or whatever? And it's just because they like have seen her or know, like.
Do you think she could handle it?
I have been saying no, but I also think she is so like the person who goes outside and screams if she's not getting attention and all that kind of stuff, that I think it would really mess her up right now to get that kind of attention. I think she's 5. I think she needs to be a little older than that. Yeah,
totally.
And it needs to be like her, like she loves doing musical theater. She loves all this stuff. She'll come out and I'm like, do you have any lines? She's like, I don't remember my lines. And she's like, you know, I have, I'm the star though. I have the most lines in the show. The star is the one who has the most lines. And I'm like, I know that.
This is my industry.
Like, you're not doing this. It's my thing. So, I'm just like trying to make her not see that. My friend created this Disney show that's out now called Electric Bloom, which is about a girl band. It's 3 girls in a band. It's like the coolest, most fun show. They're all singing and dancing and they have amazing costumes, and my daughter's obsessed with it. It's like one of my very best friends, and she keeps saying like, we have to get Penelope to come at some point, and I'm like, no, she's never coming. She's never gonna see this set. She's never gonna see what actually goes on, because I don't know if I can drive to 3rd and La Brea like every single day.
Yeah. Well, I do think you need to have a specific part of your brain that is broken in order to be a child actor, because it is a
I feel like that's like the headline.
It's true. Like some part of your brain does need to be broken in order to like be a successful actor at all, because you need to have some sense of delusion. But the part of your brain that develops normal like fear of rejection, or like just like having a normal reaction to rejection, needs to be very underdeveloped as a child, because there is something like my little brother, for instance, because like my older brother did it, and then I was like so determined, just like, I want to do this. And then my little brother he was like, can I try? My mom was like, I had 2 kids who were trying, like, I'm not going to say no. He went on one audition, didn't get a call back, was like, not for me.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Good for him to know that.
I know. And my mom was like, absolutely, never again. Never again. And that was my mom's like.
And then she was like, what is wrong with Eden?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, like, okay, I guess this child really doesn't understand the concept of rejection.
She's like, this kid is how you're supposed to respond, not Eden.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
So like, I do think, like, I don't think my own kids could handle it. I don't think my kids could take it.
The rejection of it.
It's just like, you need to not be able to process it. It just like there has to be something that doesn't compute about you going in being like, this is my performance, like this is who I am, and someone being like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And then and then being able to do it again.
Do you think you could handle watching that happen to your kids? Because that's what I don't think I could handle. I think my daughter might not understand and be like, yeah, but I think I would feel like so sad for her.
My kid, I am nervous about when my kids are like, I want a play date with Cecilia or whatever. I'm like terrified to go to Cecilia's mom and be like, hey, so is Cecilia into my kid? I really talks about hers. Like, and I'm so scared of them being like, oh, Cecilia's never mentioned your children. Like, I'm scared of that for them.
I know. My daughter keeps being like, call so-and-so's mom. Call her. And I'm like, do you know how scary it is to just pick up the phone and call somebody? I'm like, I can't. She's like, why? Why can't you just call her? And I'm like, well, we called her last, so she needs to call. And I'm like, what am I teaching her? I'm like, I guess if you just want to reach out, you can reach out, but not from my phone. I told her the other day I'm going to get her a landline so she can just call whoever she wants. And she's like, what's a landline? I was like, don't worry about it. We just have to figure out how to install it in your room because I have so much anxiety about getting rejected from calling people.
Yes. And I don't like seeing my kids, like the biggest lesson I think my mom taught me in retrospect, like as a 34-year-old now, like, or I'm going to be 34, I like the lengths she went to make sure she was like the worst stage mom. Okay. Like she was the antithesis of what like a good stage mom should be. She was like, if you're uncomfortable at any moment, we're done. I
don't think I've ever met your mom, honestly.
Because she wasn't on set.
Which is amazing, which is kind of like cool because I feel like I remember Bella Thorne's mom and I only did one episode of that show.
Yes, exactly. I like anyone who's met my mom. And the thing is, she also was working. She was a single mom, and she was working, and so like she was a teacher. That's what she had a full-time job with three kids, and then was like, I guess my daughter wants to have this very involved extracurricular activity that has real stakes to it.
Oh my gosh!
And would have to like when I booked a job, like I booked a few commercials, and she would have to just like go to Canada with me.
Oh my gosh!
So I don't know. I'm like, I don't know how my mom did.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I know.
Wait, so when when did you really audition first? 10?
Yeah, like 10.
And then did you bring us your headshot? Oh my gosh, Eden. Are you kidding me? Eden.
Look at that. What a freak.
You're so cute. Also, your
cute.
teeth look too straight to have braces.
I know. I had braces for actual 5 years.
Your teeth look like perfect, but you have braces on.
I know.
Young people's department.
I know. That agency I don't even think exists anymore. I know. It was pretty cute.
Oh, so cute.
But I also have to show you.
I love this. I feel like the black and white headshot, you know.
I know, a relic, a thing of the past. Here's a headshot that didn't make it. We had to do a whole other, because this is the kind of child I was. I was so upset because if you'll like.
This is so cute though.
It was cute.
This feels so, like I'm so deep.
I was pissed. I was so pissed.
Why were you pissed?
Because this person touched my hair. And I was furious about it. And so I just, for the rest of the shoot, my mom had to pay for a headshot session.
To be redone?
Yes, because I wouldn't pose. I wouldn't make a face. She was like,
so funny.
And she wouldn't be the mom to be like, smile. You have to smile.
I love that.
She was just like, okay, you know what? You're having a meltdown. We got to go. We got to go. Like, you're having a hard time.
I love that.
I know.
I love that. I love the photos of my kids, like, you know, these first day of school pictures and all this Halloween stuff when they're like not posing.
Oh, yes.
Or like not doing the, like where it's just like one person's like, whoa. Like those are like the kindergarten, like the school pictures when my daughter wants to like dress however she wants to. Yeah, do it. Because this is so fun to like have this memory to look back and be like, oh yeah, I was pissed and my mom let me out of it, as opposed to like, yeah, that's cool.
It is
good
cool.
Mom. She's a really good mom.
Very good mom. I always make sure to like, because having kids now, and my kids have started doing the performing thing just for us.
Yeah.
They're super shy. They don't talk to other people.
Yeah.
They're very skeptical of other people. But they have now started, I think because they're in school now and they understand the concept of like performing. Yeah. Now they're like, Mommy, it's performance.
Oh my gosh.
There's a little bit of competition between like, no, you can't come on the stage. No, like with her sister.
So cute.
It's really cute. And then I'm like, she can go on the fucking stage.
Yeah.
It's a stare.
You're like, it's for everybody.
It's for everybody.
You're like, but you know who should really go on it? Me. Because I'm the star.
I do. They do have a very skewed perception of what jobs are.
Okay.
I will say.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Because they have seen me on stage.
Yeah.
And they have seen me on screen. They don't really care for that very much.
Yeah.
But they have seen me on stage and they're like, well, what like mommy does for work, like that's you go on stage and you talk about us.
Yeah. That's so funny. So like my mom's job is to talk about us.
So they think like everyone, like that's, and they've started asking to write jokes for me.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
And I'm like,
Are
you
they
know
good
what?
at it?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
My daughter told me, so she was maybe 2 and she was very smart. She like could speak very well, very young.
Okay, yeah.
Much like you.
Yeah.
She's like you as a little kid. And she knew the alphabet really well. And one day I was like, Penelope, you know P is for Penelope. And she goes, yeah. And poop is for mama. What? Did you just tell your first mom joke and poop joke to me at 2 years old? And it was so funny.
Wait, that's
but she
amazing.
doesn't know she's doing that, but she does stuff, But yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's not, no, my kids are not, they think the funniest thing.
she didn't know what she was doing. She like really genuinely thought that that's what I was saying to her.
I mean, that makes sense. She made it was her first wordplay.
It really was a really good joke.
It's a very well-constructed joke. Yeah. Penelope, I'm
From
very
a 2-year-old, I was like, what are you? Like,
yes. No, one of my kids, I'm trying to think of if I should say this kid's name or not. I don't want to.
you don't have to say the name.
Because it's crucial to the joke. Or it's
Okay.
I'm gonna make up a different name.
Okay.
Let me just.
I mean, as I say both of my kids' names on repetition, I feel like
This is a random kid's name though. I don't want to.
Okay. I'm gonna set these here because I feel like
Yeah.
I would like this staring up at us from.
Yeah, that angry, that just like furious 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I always say Sally. I don't know why. She was like, Mom, I have a joke for you. Where's Sally? Sally. Where's Sally? Oh, is Sally there? No. Sally. And I was like, well, that maybe plays better if you know who Sally is. And if you had any context for what you're doing, but I'm not sure that's gonna play on a mass audience.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
You're like, take that to an open mic.
Yeah, that one does.
Take that to a mic and try it out.
And I said, I was like, so is that the one that you want me to do? You want me to do that in my next show and my next when I start, because I'm like writing my next show. And she's like, yes. I was like, can I change any of it? And she's like, no.
Oh my gosh, she's like super in control showrunner.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that. Yeah. Wait, so you got commercials at 10 and then when did you start getting like TV jobs?
So I did my first when I was like 12.
Okay.
12 or 13. And I do think there is a difference between like I think I'm a good person. 1, because of my mom, and 2, because even though 17 is still a child, it is so different from getting a wild amount of success when you're 7.
Yeah,
when you're
totally.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Like never hearing the word, yes, like you need the part of your brain that doesn't compute the word no, but actively never hearing the word no, starting at age like 7.
It's a problem. Yeah.
It's a problem. That's a crazy
That's
mindset.
why I was like, I think that would really mess up my kid.
Totally. So I started after Jay Leno, I started auditioning, didn't really book anything, had commercial here and there at 10, 11. And then, I booked this at 12 or 13. There was a very short-lived ABC sitcom called Sons and Daughters. Okay. It was improvised.
Whoa.
Yes. And I think, again, because I was 12 and I looked like I was 9. But they was oh, she's 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 not a 20-year-old playing 12 because this 20-year-old has been through improv classes, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't me. I probably auditioned for that too.
Maybe. I was like kind of more, I was like natural. I was funny and didn't know why. Or I did know why, but I didn't know exactly. It was just like I had this, watching it back, like, oh yeah, I was funny. And like, that's a weird thing to capture. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah. So like it was on for like 11 episodes.
Whoa, okay.
And I did that. And they were like, this girl is funny actually. And can, even though there were no lines, like I could memorize lines. I was I was like, good at committing to the bit.
Yeah.
I was good at like, because I understood like how to be big at something, like I didn't need to be pushed to go further. I was like, I'll do anything and I'll like do anything for the laugh and I'll do anything for the, you know? So I did that. And then I think from that, I didn't work that much more, but I, at like 15, I did episodes of Weeds. Weeds. And I was still in school the whole time.
That's amazing. Wait, what did you play in Weeds? I feel like I watched Weeds.
I played the little kid, the little brother's girlfriend.
Okay.
For like 8 episodes.
Okay.
And I think it was a 1 episode thing. And they were just like, excuse me, they were like, this child is, I don't know, is like nice to have around. And I think, you know, that thing about like writers, you get, if you invent the character, you get residuals on any future episode that character's in. I think that writer had like just had a baby.
And was like, okay, this is my ticket.
Yes. He was like, wait, we can have an arc with her.
No, I feel like that you also had to do a good job, because I feel like when they find a kid that does a good job, they're like, okay, let's do this. Let's keep this going, because then we don't have to reinvent other kids.
Yes, that's
and
true.
Run the gamut of like, how's this kid gonna do?
Yes. And I do think now, like, see, like it is tough to find like kids who can be funny. That's actually not that easy.
Yeah.
Because it's when you place a kid in an adult environment in any capacity, like I think about this when I'm like, this is the weirdest extracurricular
I love that
activity.
You keep calling it an extracurricular activity, because you're like, you mean your job?
Well, that's the thing. What other extracurricular activity is also a job?
Yeah.
Is an actual like paying job, a job with stakes that people are competing for. It's like, you're not like, yes, you can pay to go to theater, or someone can pay you to do the same thing. And like, there's no, I liken it to like, I'm like, what other thing? And I'm like, you know what? You never did pageants, right?
No.
I imagine pageantry.
I look like someone who did pageants, right? Like you had to like check it out first before you like shit on it.
Yeah. I feel like I can sort of shit on it, just because in the same way that I'm going to like shit on acting or like child acting. I'm like, this is inappropriate for children.
Exactly.
This is an inappropriate forum for like any child to be judged on their appearance or their even just like skill level. People will be like, well, you have to have like skill. Like you shouldn't be judged for your skills when you're a child. You shouldn't be. And I thrived on it.
But then I also see like what's happening now with like our generation of parenting, where kids aren't judged on their skill, especially in LA at classes. And I'm like, when is somebody gonna like judge these kids on their skills? Like these kids are so bad at this. Like
I see my kids in gymnastics. I see one of my kids is in gymnastics, and I'm like, they're not doing anything.
I know. They're just like, I know. I always say I have to chain myself to the bleachers in gymnastics to not go teach the gymnastics class, because
you must have a really hard time, like you specifically.
I'm like, just have fun, just have fun. My daughter tried to do a bridge yesterday, and like, she's like, can you push me up? And she's really not flexible on her back. And I like looked at my husband, and I was like, and he's like, we got to work on your flexibility, huh? And I was like, yeah. I was like, but I don't know if I'm allowed to even say that. Like, I'm like, you need to do back bend. Like, you know, it's hard to be like, just find it on your own.
So it's kind of like no child should be judged on that level.
Yeah.
But acting is that. And it is. It's an extracurricular. It's something you did. It's something I just did after school. Yeah. Or sometimes I took time off school to do, which again, like, you shouldn't really be doing, but also like it is my one thing that I knew how to do well.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I could do.
Yeah. And then I feel like what did your friends think when you would leave school? Was it kind of normal in LA? Were other people doing it a little bit too?
It was definitely more normal than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
I went to public school though. Like it wasn't that normal.
Okay.
It was definitely like, whoa, oh, Eden's like the actor. Like, oh, and because like I was in musical theater at school. And so it was a little competitive. Being like, oh, you're actually doing it.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. But I did also go to school with, do you know Victoria Justice?
Yes.
Like we went to middle school together.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so she also like, it was like, I was like the biggest deal until I wasn't.
Until Victoria Justice came around.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I feel like I did kid acting, but I lived in South America when I was doing it. And I would leave school to go like weirdly because I had no competition because I was like the only blonde hair, blue eye.
What kind of acting was there?
I was doing like commercials and like a lot. I was actually doing a lot of modeling in Bogota, Colombia in the early 90s. I was like on billboards.
Do you have those
and,
pictures?
Like, yeah. And then they also have like, it's so corrupt over there. So my dad lived there for years after us. And for years, you would just be flipping through something and you'd see like my sister and I's picture somewhere that we like had no
consent.
We probably got paid in clothes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. I want to see those pictures.
I did one commercial. Well, I got pulled out of school in Colombia to go do this commercial for Choco Krispies. It was the Spanish Cocoa Krispies.
Sure.
And I was so excited. And I got there because the kid actor who was supposed to do it, I was 6. She was having a breakdown and like wasn't performing. And so I worked with the Spanish coach on set to make sure I was saying everything properly. And I was so excited about to do it. And then the girl started to do it. And then I just like didn't do the commercial. And it like messed with me in my psyche, I think, for probably till now.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it really like messed me up a bit because they were just like, okay, never mind. We don't need you anymore.
100%.
And I was 6. You know?
See, this is the thing. I remember my first feeling like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember it feeling like, oh, whoa, I guess I do care. That's really bizarre. And it was a Capital One commercial. And they had we were like a family. And they had everyone shoot saying, what's in your wallet?
Uh-huh.
And the commercial had various versions that aired. And they never chose my what's in your wallet. And I kept waiting for I was like, well, maybe we just need to watch more TV. Like maybe they didn't do my version. And when like I realized like, oh, they just didn't choose my version. And I was like 11. I was like, what did I do wrong? Like how did I do it?
So sad.
I know. And my mom, again, thank God my mom was there to be like, you did nothing wrong. You did nothing. You said it. They didn't choose it. Oh, well.
That's so good of your mom.
I know. And
my mom
like,
probably was like, yeah, you weren't good enough. I'm just kidding. I don't think she did that. She did not do that. She was really good about it. But like, she's like, you weren't good enough. The other girl was way better than you.
I think I know where your messed up psyche comes from.
Yeah. No, I don't think my mom was like pretty good about it all. But yeah, it's supposed to be just for fun. But it's really not just for fun the way that like going to soccer is just for fun. But okay, wait. So did you have a big like breakdown moment ever? Like besides that, like do you remember having like a meltdown as a kid? We ask everyone their biggest like breakdown moment.
It was, yeah. I mean, there was a moment because I also had like pretty bad OCD. And like definitely like undiagnosed bipolar disorder.
Okay.
And so like what we thought was like just these really extreme temper tantrums were like, I was having like real like sensory overload. I would have sensory and I wouldn't be able to, like I'd break down. I'd be like pounding on the floor, whatever. And it sort of bleeds into another story about my, I had a choker necklace that I wouldn't take off. And it was actually this commercial. And maybe that's why it all sort of came crashing down to be like, oh, like they didn't use my thing. And is
You're
this
like,
all connected?
What's in your wallet? My choker necklace.
Yeah. I didn't take this off. I didn't take off this necklace for over a year.
Okay.
Like over a full calendar year. My mom kept being like, you have to take it off. And I'm like, I can't take it off. I can't take it off. It was like a sensory thing. Like I can't take this off.
Yeah.
And she was like, you have to she was like, you have to take it off. And then I wouldn't. And then I booked a job, and this was like a job. They were like, and my mom was like, listen, like I never want to force you to be uncomfortable, but you committed to doing this. Like you committed to doing this job, and they need you to take off this necklace. And I was like, okay, I guess this is my job. Like I will do it. I will do it for this. I will get over my, OCD, whatever thing. And so I took it off, and I ended up having a fungus
under it.
Yes, like a major fungus. And
what did that look like?
It was just in the shape of the choker necklace.
Oh my gosh.
It was just like a black, like, and green line that had formed under.
Oh my gosh.
It was disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
I had a breakdown in the hotel room. I was definitely like, I can't, I'm so mad. And I was like mad at my mom. She was like, I've been trying to get you to take off that necklace for a fucking year.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I don't want to be here. I also had, I did have multiple breakdowns at headshots places. Like getting my headshots done.
Yeah.
But that was the one where I was like, I can't, I'm just so angry. And I was so angry at nothing. And I think it was too much. It was like my body realizing how much pressure there was. This was a real job.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't just like fun. It was like, this is like the business part of like taking headshots and like doing,
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. It was the parts where I had to like, I actually was uncomfortable because I kept being like, my mom kept being like, if you're ever uncomfortable, like we can stop. And I was like, I'm not uncomfortable. And it was the moment where I was like, oh, I'm grappling with like there is like in my brain, I need this thing on my neck. And like, I am so physically and mentally uncomfortable, but I couldn't like reconcile those two things. And the fact that I kept going after that is kind of insane.
Yeah.
But
were you like, I think I'll be fine. Were you like white knuckling it or did you
Yeah, I did. And
until like when do you think?
Now? I don't know. After the middle ended. I think until my like 20s and I like got on medication. Okay. But I think I was so hyper competitive as a person also that I could not admit to my own discomfort because I needed to be the best at it.
Yeah.
Like at any given thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it wasn't, again, like it was not the pressure of my mom at all. My mom was always like, you can stop. And I was like, no, I can't though. Yeah. I can't. And like, this is the only thing I can do. This is the only thing I know how to do. And I kept getting with every like moment of like, because the thing is, the part of my brain that was broken with rejection eventually got fixed.
Okay.
And when I was a teenager, that's when it really was like.
And that's not a good time to have it happening. To like be like, oh, I'm getting rejected.
Yes. And I started to understand like, oh, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I really just am not that good. I was really smart because I started to see like my peers catching up to me. Like I was really smart when I was 8. I was really smart when I was 10. Now I'm like.
So sad to think about that as a teenager because you have so much life ahead of you and it means like nothing and like.
When I think of the time, like the time frame of like how much time I perceived passing but in between jobs and now looking at how much time had passed, like the time between me doing weeds and doing the middle was 3 years. My life was over.
Yeah.
If I can go 3 years without like now, like I've been a mom for 4 years.
Yeah.
And I gave birth yesterday. Like, no. And I was like, my life and career is over. I shouldn't be an actor. And I worked in between then. I did weird Disney stuff, like weird. I did that kind of thing. Yeah. And I did like other guest spots on a bunch of like little stuff. I was consistently technically working. Any like normal working actor.
But you weren't like, it wasn't registering because it wasn't the thing. And then, but how did that, when you got the middle though, did it make you feel like, oh, it's fixed and then it wasn't?
Yes. Because it never was actually fixed because the part of my brain, because I never got over being like, I don't know if I'm actually good. I don't know if
Even all 9 years of the middle?
Not all 9 years. The first 4 years for sure though. For sure. I think honestly until I got on medication probably. And until I started like, I don't know, if you do something enough, if you are, it really is, it's that cliche of like fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Of just like, I just did it for long enough and I did it for enough hours that I was like, actually, I am capable. I can do this. And you know what? I was able to objectively compare myself to other people, even though you really shouldn't be like comparing yourself, but like you have to in this industry.
Yeah, you have to. Also, like you're so good.
Got it. We have 3 more minutes.
Okay.
So I'm so sorry.
I'm just going to say you're so good in like a way that is so different from any other kid actors. Like you are such your own thing.
Yes.
That's why I feel like nobody else could have been that part. Like you're so physical. You're so like, I don't know. You're so good. So the fact that you like didn't think that, it's also very Sue heck of you. I know. You basically were yourself.
I know.
I feel like it's crazy. Okay, wait. Just in case we run out of time, what do you have coming up, and where can people find you?
Okay, so if you haven't watched my Christmas movie on Hallmark, A Keller Christmas Vacation, you should watch that.
Wait, what is it called?
A Keller Christmas Vacation.
A Keller Christmas Vacation.
I keep forgetting because they changed the title. I keep saying the wrong one. But you can watch it on Hallmark Plus. You should watch it.
I will watch it. I can't wait.
Yes. And I'm at Eden_Sher on Instagram. I'm Eden Sher on TikTok.
Sher.
Sher. EDENSHER. I'm 5'2.5", and I'm based out of Los Angeles.
And she's over 18.
And I'm over 18. And I have a valid passport.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And then I feel like we can wrap up, but I just have to tell you something so funny, and it might get cut off, and that's okay.
I'm just worried if it cuts off, it might delete the previous recording. So I'm going to end it.
Okay, end it. I'll tell you after. Okay. Thank you so much, Eden. Sorry, we had to end it like this. Oh my God.
No, thank you so much, Brittany. I love this.
It doesn't mean anything about you being rejected at all.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, bye.